Hi guys, my name's Barry and welcome back to the channel. Have you been looking for other movies to watch after you've seen Longlegs? Because a movie like Longlegs, leaving a lasting impression in your mind, you kind of want to watch movies that are similar to it. Well, I'm going to give you 5 recommendations today for films that are very similar to Longlegs. Now, of course, there's going to be spoilers in this video because we're talking about Longlegs. However, the recommendations that I give you today, I won't leave any spoilers for those, just in case you haven't seen any of them. Let's get the most obvious one out the way, Silence of the Lambs. Now, this film is about an agent who is out looking for a serial killer, very similar to Longlegs. Jodie Foster's character is very similar to Micah Monroe's character, and the fact that these detectives are relentless in their quest to find the killers. It's got a very similar aesthetic to Longlegs as well, and it also helps that Longlegs was set in the 1990s and it looked very much like the 1990s as well, whereas Silence of the Lambs, it was a movie that was actually made in the 1990s. And it's also similar in terms of the main antagonist not being the main killer. If you like the puzzles in Longlegs, then look no further than Zodiac. This movie is filled with them and it's done on a bigger scale. I think Zodiac, one of the main things about Zodiac is the puzzles that they have to decipher in order to find out who the Zodiac is. In Zodiac, there's a sense of the killer wanting them to find out who he is or she is, and it's the same with Longlegs. In Longlegs, Nicolas Cage's character Longlegs wants Micah Monroe's character to find out who he is. Zodiac's got a similar bleakness to Longlegs as well, in the fact that it's almost like we're never going to beat the bad guy. Next up, we've got Seven, another 90s serial killer thriller with a similar aesthetic to Longlegs. When you look back, the 90s were very, very kind to us when it comes to serial killer thrillers. Although the killer is not supernatural, in Seven, it's almost like they've got that kind of demonic and satanic intention behind their kills. There's also some oddly familiar scenes involving apprehending the suspect. I won't give anything away, of course, because I don't want to give any spoilers for my recommendations, but if you watch Seven after Longlegs, if you haven't seen Seven, of course, you'll notice some similarities there. Next up, we've got It Follows. Now, this one is more of a recommendation for Micah Monroe and not the film itself. You know, sometimes when you watch a movie that you absolutely love, for example, if you loved Longlegs, you might go, do you know what? I love the actress in that. I want to watch something else that she's in. So if you look up Micah Monroe, she's in quite a lot of good films. She's in The Watcher, which was pretty good. She was in The Guest, but she was in It Follows as well. And I think It Follows is more similar in tone to Longlegs. Of course, they're completely different films, but they've both got supernatural elements to them, as well as that bleakness and aesthetic, well, the aesthetic bleakness that both of them have. If you're looking for something similar to that, then I think It Follows is one that will leave a lasting impression on you. Lastly, we've got The House of the Devil. In terms of the underlying tone for both movies, this one certainly hits the mark when it comes to comparing to Longlegs. It's another slow burn with that build-up of dread. Again, no spoilers, but if you love the Satanism in Longlegs, then I think you're going to love this one. This one isn't a 90s serial killer thriller, but if you like the aesthetic to Longlegs and the era that it was set, then I think you'll love this one as well, because it's set in the 80s. It wasn't filmed in the 80s, of course, but it was set in the 80s and it really did feel like that era. So that's my 5 recommendations, guys. Hopefully there's one in there that you haven't seen yet, and if you loved Longlegs, then I'm sure you're going to get something from each of these 5 movies. But if you haven't seen them, guys, and you want to know where to buy them, I'll put purchase links down below if you're looking to buy them to keep. Obviously, you can find them online as well if you want to stream them on certain streaming sites. But if you don't want to do that, and if you're old school like me, then click the link down below to purchase them. If you guys have any other recommendations for me as well for movies like Longlegs, because I really did like Longlegs, then leave those recommendations down below. Let me know what you think of the 5 that I've given you, but also, like I said, give your recommendations as well, not just to me, but everyone else that may be reading the comments down below. As always, guys, thanks a lot for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you soon.
Meeting adjourned.
I'll be right back.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Ever played in the cat?
Someone's in the back seat! Tell me where you are, John!
Wolfman's gone.